All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the King's Innovation L tool. It's more for like lighting, landscaping kind of stuff, but I was really hoping it would fill a little niche for industrial maintenance. I know it's really broad because, you know, some guy in the lumber mill versus somebody in the steel mill or weld shop or multiple different ones, electricians, resi might want different things than other guys. So I know this is a general statement of industrial maintenance, industrial electrician. I'm still on the hunt for the right multi-tool, and this one didn't hit the mark either. We'll briefly go over it, pros, cons. This is what it looks like. It's got cool, handy little features. Maybe for the house kind of stuff, I think I like it a little bit more. As of right now, still the Leatherman squirt I think is the best, just because I want something like strip control wire nicely. It's got an actual wire stripper on it, but I don't need, you know, 10 gauge wire or anything like that, because if I'm doing some big project like that, I'll just go ahead and go to my toolbox and get the real tool. So this is just for quick, easy fixes while I'm out and about. You know, as I'm walking by, they're like, hey, I need you to fix this. And you're like, all right, yeah, I can do that real quick. So, yeah, you know, the Leatherman squirt is like the same size as this. So I'll try to include it in my next video that I do with the multi-tool so you guys can see it. All right, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, guys. I'm trying to keep these videos short, sweet, to the point, and informative. So. All right, here it is in the flesh. Looks different from your normal standard multi-tool. It's got a couple nice features to it, but is it the multi-tool for, you know, electricians or industrial maintenance? It's lacking because it's not quite for our field, but it's got some cool additions that, you know, we don't need with other multi-tools. Like we don't need an awl and all that kind of stuff. So first and foremost, why I get some of these multi-tools, the wire strippers save equivalent to, you know, my Walmart special one. Not quite as good as the Klein one. I don't have that on me, have that one at work. The head of it, super thin. I actually prefer that because when I'm cranking on stuff, I already have my little Knipex still 5 inchers, so I usually don't have to use it like that. So grabbing little wires and stuff like that, perfect for this, what I use this thing for. It's almost like having a needle nose. Let's go over the multi-tools. They're kind of hard to get out. You have your awl kind of a style thing. I think it's called scratch awl, whatever. You have your little smaller screwdriver, great. And then you have 2 hex. These 2 hex aren't great, so they're okay. I don't use a lot of standard where I'm at, so I think it's 5/32 to 5/64. Not really the most relevant to me, but I'm sure as a lighting guy or groundskeeper kind of stuff, what this is geared towards, the way I understand it. The weird locking mechanism is kind of a little different too, but it is what it is. All right, to the other side. Okay, you have the saw. I use this more kind of like a pry tool, honestly. I don't really use a saw function at work. I kind of wish they'd offer some other ones than that, but I can see how it's relevant, kind of. I mean, not for industrial. The most useful tool though, besides the wire strippers, is this 3mm. I don't really carry a 3mm on me very often. So it's pretty nice to have that little function. I wish I had like a 3mm and a 4mm over those other two. Those smaller ones are more useful to me. All right, to the other side, level. Yeah, I used it one time. So I guess I could see how it's relevant. Knife blade. I don't know what kind of steel it is, but it's okay. I haven't had it sharpened yet or anything. All right, you have this little clean one. I actually use it a lot, probably more than almost any tool other than the Phillips head. You have a flathead, obviously. You always have tons of those. And then number 2, the number 2 is okay. It's not the greatest. It's better than my Hyper Tough, but not better than my Leatherman or Klein or anything like that. The other big thing too is I don't like, depends on how you like it. This one is springed, this one is not. The other big thing too is when you squeeze this compared to this, there's a big difference. I have size 8s, sometimes in some gloves I'm 9, but most of the time I'm size 8. This thing is humongous to me. Not a fan. This thing, way more reasonable, and it's easier just to flick as you wire strip. This one's a little harder for me because of my small hands. Now I'm gonna show you some of the things I kind of nitpick over. The angle of these is awkward. The flathead is fine, the awl, so it's not too big a deal because I don't use the awl, but it kind of really more relevant with these two. This flathead is like, if this is straight, it does this. So it's really weird. It's got a lot of play in it. So when you're screwing stuff in and you feel like you're having to maneuver this thing around, the number 2 is fine. It's pretty much centered the way you'd want it to, or best that a multi-tool can do. That's not, you know, a Gerber center drive or a Leatherman. So would I recommend this thing? Honestly, guys, not really. Honestly, replace the blade, strip wire, not a problem, especially with that. It makes stripping wire easy. And with this, you have 2 bits already, the most common, And Leatherman has this really cool, for their Leatherman stuff, these different bits, they actually work in this. I mean, it's a little sloppy, but they work and you can still torque down and everything. So honestly, these two things that I carry are still way more useful. So this tool is built for particular jobs in mind, and industrial maintenance I don't feel like is that fit. So if you guys want to check out some more, I think it's TX Crib something on YouTube, you can look him up. He's kind of in the same boat as me, looking for the right electrician style multi-tool. He's got a couple more that I haven't reviewed or anything like that. I suggest checking him out. He's got some good reviews too. So if you guys, you know, my 3 that I've only done so far and you want to see a couple more, he's got them. Anyways, with that, smile. It's going to be wonderful.